You are now tuned in to the GNWY podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another Generation Y podcast. And on this episode, I have an amazing guest, painter, creative extraordinaire, guy that native, recording artist, tattoo artist, all this thing. Zonley, everybody give it up for my man Zonley coming through. Yeah, bro. So local native, yeah?
Yes.
From Oklahoma, yeah?
Yeah.
Where,
actually from California. We moved here when I was 16.
really?
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet. So
Yeah.
what made you move to Oklahoma?
We just, my parents had a better, opportunity, with work and just just better way of life, I think, bigger house, bigger land, a little bit cheaper than California. So
definitely, that's what's up. So, I mean, okay, I'm excited that you're on because, I mean, we have so many people that are either, artists, but then young entrepreneurs or anything like that. And so you have multiple lanes to Zonley, right?
Yes.
So, like, first of all, people probably know you for the paintings that you do.
Yeah.
And they're all over and everything. So it's like your main thing that you like to paint is like buffaloes, right?
Yes. Yeah, the buffalo.
Definitely. And they're stupid, like super creative.
Thank you.
And just like the detail and even watching you paint, bro, is like super motivational. Like you could tell that you are into the painting, like while you're painting it and everything. And so what made you want to choose like that route of going toward the buffalo?
The first time that I painted a buffalo, I didn't necessarily know why, that I was painting it. I was painting for Oklahoma Lawyers for Children. Okay. And it was their masquerade gala, and they wanted me to paint a buffalo. They just thought it might be a good idea, and so
Oklahoma,
I'm out. Oklahoma is strong, and so we did the buffalo, and it sold before I even got done painting it. I'm over there. It almost took me like 2 hours to paint it, which is crazy because now I can do it in like 5 to like 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But, as I started to paint it more, like, I was like, why am I painting this? And, why? Yeah. Why? I mean, that was a big question, definitely. Like, you should know why you're doing something, as I started to look into it more and I started to look into my heritage, I really found out why, you know, and the buffalo, it's a very sacred animal in the native culture. Yeah. It represents peace, abundance, and new life to come. But the biggest thing to me was that it was supposed to be like a warning. A warning to reflect on our prayer life and give thanks for what we have. Wow. Because what we have is a blessing. Sometimes we forget that, through our daily life, we might forget, that we got a roof over our heads. Yeah. We got shoes on our feet. Definitely. We got food on our plate to eat, that we're blessed, man.
Yeah, man. That's real.
So it's cool. I know now I get to spread that and know why.
Yeah. So I think like the first time I met you was at that gala, I think, and you were painting the buffalo for that gala and everything, and so you had a spoken word for it.
Yeah, that was specific. Yeah, through the storm.
That was super dope. And then, like, is it cool for you to share like a little bit of that?
Like, you don't
off
have the dome right now.
Right. My fault. If you don't remember it, like that's cool. But like even that little talk that you were saying about the buffalo, like that was
so
super inspiring.
That and that was cool because as time's gone on, just like I didn't know necessarily why I painted the buffalo, I've learned more about it, know. And that specific one, that was
and these buffaloes have been all over the city, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Last year I did over 100. Last year I probably did about I did 247 paintings for like the year of 2019.
That's stupid. Yeah.
And I'd say more than half of them were buffalo paintings,
That's crazy.
We worked with over 50 charities the last 2.5 years, you know what I'm saying, each year. So, and almost every single one of those, they want me to paint the buffalo and they want me to share the message, But that specific one, the buffalo through the storm, that was something that I actually learned from Justin, shout out Justin Wren.
Shout out Justin.
Shout out Justin Wren. Yep.
Yeah.
But he had told me, he asked me that day, he asked me if I knew what the difference was between a buffalo and a cow. Yeah. And, in my head, I'm like, I should know the answer to this. I paint buffalo every day. I should know this. No, but I didn't. And he's like, well, when a storm comes, the cows, they turn away and they start to migrate away from it. But the buffalo turn their head towards the storm and they go through it until they get to the other side.
Like they put their head down.
They put their head down and they go through it, you know.
Through.
And when he said it, it was just like, it hit me. Like that's life. That's every single one of us, you know. We all face these struggles and face different things, you know, anxiety, depression, whatever it is. We all face storms, you know. So
it's real.
You know, channel that buffalo mentality, put your head down and go through it, you know.
Yeah. And you technically get through the storm quicker.
You do.
When you're able to power through.
Yeah.
Not even power through, but like finding avenues to be able to get through it.
Even and not be controlled by it. Yeah.
Exactly. Or be afraid to, you know, face the storm.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to stand up to it. Don't
be
afraid.
a cow.
Yeah.
On, you know? Yeah. That's dope. So, I mean, you're a painter, bro. I've even seen you creating sculptures.
Yes.
Like out of bicycles and how do you get into that?
Man, it's
it's
just art. So
that's what,
I consider myself an artist, and artist in my definition is just an artist in all realms, you know. You know, it's tattoo, painting, sculpture, music, poetry, you know, whatever it is, it's all art. And
and you do music too.
And music, music. You know, it's all kind of just feeds off of one another, all the creativity of it, you know. And the sculptures has been something that I've been really inspired and like had like ingrained in my head for like at least like 2 or 3 years. But it took time to like get to that part of life to actually be able to obtain it and do something with it. And so probably about, I think it was September of like 2019 or maybe August of 2019, we were able to build our first sculpture. And it was me, my dad, and we call him Uncle Aaron. We built this buffalo together out of bicycles. And it included, I think, 18 different wheels on it, and you could spin every single one on it. And you know, it was pretty cool, man. And now we built a arrowhead for it to sit on. We, you know, out of cement and poured it and stained it. And so now it's out at Integris bike and walking trail. And it's, it's pretty legit, man. It's probably, I think, maybe like 8 foot tall.
And they
like
bought it from you, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, it was cool that, you know, the first sculpture I got to do was, you know, actually a sale as well. It was pretty inspiring. And now I'm on to multiple different sculptures now. We've got a buffalo at the studio right now that's in progress. We just have to get it powder coated, and then we've got an elephant I'm working on.
That's the one that I saw you working on. That's super dope.
I posted on my story. So I got a, you know, buffalo number 2, got elephant, working on a few pieces with the downtown Edmond area. There's going to be some interactive pieces of art where you're going to be able to come up and, you know, actually do something with. One of them is Stop in the Name of Love, and it was inspired by Matthew Myers is his name. But he writes a letter to his wife every 2 weeks. And so he wanted, you know, he writes a letter to his wife, puts it in the mail, sends it to her. And so he really wanted to kind of like show that to people and be like, hey, you know, like show affection, show this type of love, and, you know, send that to somebody that you care about. How do we do that? And so we got together, and basically it's like a giant stop sign with like 2 hearts on the top, and then it's got desks built into it. And we're going to supply the postcards, you know, so people can come up, they can take a postcard, they can write their little message, and, you know, their, you know, just whatever they're grateful for, you know, just what's up, man, you know, and walk over to the post office, which is literally catty corner. I mean, not even like 200 feet right away, you know, and send it. And so it'll be a really cool piece, man.
That's
you know,
super dope.
Just to spread love, you know.
When is that going to be done?
So it's done right now. The building portion of it is done. We've built it. Now we've got to sandblast it, powder coat it, and I've got to do like the fine detail painting on it.
How do you transport it? Like
trailer. But you got to put it in a trailer, or just like a long bed truck. I think we moved it with a long bed truck, but you know, by the time that it's all done, we probably want to make sure it's all real legit. Maybe on like a trailer, all strapped down, so it doesn't get scratched up. You
Definitely, bro. That's super dope, man. It'd be dope to do a collab whenever like you're putting a like sculpture together or something, and somebody's doing like a spoken word or something like that.
Oh yeah, dude,
That'd
that would
wild.
be sick. Yeah, right.
Heck yeah. Probably future project.
Yeah,
right?
future project.
Let's get it.
Yeah, no,
Let's
gotta look
get
into
it,
the
bro.
future, man.
Heck yeah,
I'm with
bro.
it.
For one, and then also you were even saying Italy, you're a tattoo artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long have you been doing tattoos?
So I've been tattooing for 5 years now, and it's crazy, man. That the tattoos is actually what got me back into painting.
Really?
From age, maybe like 7 or 8 years old, I didn't paint from age 8 to 21. No painting at all. I drew, I did other stuff, and then when I started tattooing, one of my mentors that I was learning from, he was like, "Bro, if you start painting, your skills are just gonna go through the roof." And I was like, "Man, and, I don't know if I want to paint. I haven't painted in so long." A couple months went by, I picked up a paintbrush, and I've never sat it back down.
That's dope, man.
And that's what opened the doors for everything.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
And
you're technically. Not technically, you are in the Deer Creek Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that was pretty
wild.
cool. Yeah, that was.
How do you get inducted into that?
I don't even know. It's not something that like you don't wake up and you're like, I'm gonna get inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm just living my life and doing what I feel like God's purpose for me is.
Yeah.
And what I'm called to do and. I guess they saw that and they appreciated that and that's an honor to to have that man. And so
that's crazy, bro. And so I had it on my phone, like all of your credentials pretty much, and so your dad sent it to me. So I was like, yo,
that's my dad and shirt right there.
Right. But you put like your whole family on, bro. Like the first time I met you, your sister was like kind of like your manager or whatever, right?
My dad, he handles like like with the booking for like the galas and stuff, and then he'll come with me because my back is turned and I'm painting.
Right.
He's there to be able to answer questions and talk to people and rep the business and rep me and rep what we do and who we are.
That's dope.
And then either my sister or my brother, they'll tag along and they'll take pictures, videos, the social media side of it.
That's what she was doing.
Because it takes a team, man, and everything in life takes a team. What you do here takes a team. True. So
I just think it's dope that you brought it to your family. Though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Family first, really. I mean, that's just how I was raised by my parents, man.
Right.
And, who else could represent you better than the people that love you and the people that you love. So
definitely, bro. That's super dope. I respect you, bro, for everything that you're doing.
And
you pretty much you walk into a place like you could tell like you like just like exude art. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got paint. I got paint, shoes that got paint on it. You know what I'm saying? You still low key got paint like on you. Your fingernail got paint on it. Like, bro,
legitimately.
You can tell like this is your life. You know what I'm saying?
It is, man. It is.
So how do you feel like you found purpose through the arts and everything?
Man, I feel like I found purpose in it, but like I feel like I found like reassurance through it, like knowing like this is my purpose. Like when I've had a painting and like it's made tears like come out of my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm rapping in the car like freestyle. I'm like, oh man, like it drops down the face. You know what I'm saying? But like.
That's a bar.
That was a bar. But and that's some real stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's in the soul type stuff, and
that's
so
real,
it's like and you're talking from your soul or painting from your soul or rapping from your soul, whatever that is. You find, like that's purposeful,
Definitely, man.
And that's so
that's real, bro. I really appreciate you and everything that you're doing. Is there anything that you're working on that you want to pub to anybody that's out here right now?
Oh man, the music is coming. It's been something we've been working on for about 3 years now. Yeah. And it's just, all in time type thing and just it's coming and just be ready for it. It's legit, man.
I know you got probably with Corona it's a little difficult, but like do you have any events that like are kind of going to be popping up or like with your love sculpture?
Yeah,
like can they go see that?
We're hoping to have so we've got that Stop in the Name of Love. We've got a heart lock that's going down where people are going to be able to come up and put a lock on this giant heart that I'm building. Yeah. And with your loved one or whatever. And, so that's going to be another interactable piece. We're going to be doing an I Wish mural where it's basically just going to be a giant black mural with the words "I wish" on it, and people are going to be able to come up and write, what they wish or what they, wish they want to be able to do or whatever. And these are all going to be here in downtown Edmond, and these should be happening by the end of 2020. Obviously, with Corona, COVID-19 happening, stuff has been slowed down, but there's a sculpture park that's supposed to be being built in downtown Edmond as well that I'm hoping to be able to have some pieces in. There's a lot of cool stuff going to be happening there, man. It's really coming up, and, I'm glad to be a part of it, really honored to be a part of it. So we got sculptures coming. The galas, a lot of the galas have been scheduled for later in the year, rescheduled. So we're hoping they're going to be able to reach a lot of people and help a lot of people at the same time. So,
that's so dope.
And inspire them.
That's super dope. I probably got 2 more questions. Okay. We'll probably wrap it up. So for somebody that's out here that's like a young entrepreneur, an artist that, feels that, they can't find their voice just yet, you know what I'm saying? Or they feel like they have all these, just like you, I'm passionate about and I'm good in all these different avenues. But how can you help somebody either kick game to somebody that's, struggling with that or like just starting with one thing, or what avenue would you say that they can start with their passion and purpose?
I think it just takes doing it, and doing it. Just even if people are telling you, that you can't, or maybe you're not good enough, or, maybe that what you're doing doesn't make sense or whatever, the more that you do it, the more you'll find out about it. I didn't know the first time, or maybe even the first 5 times I painted a buffalo, of what it was or where the purpose was going or where my purpose was even going. But I stayed the course and I kept doing it. And the more that I did it, I found more out about it, And I think meditation goes along with that too, because man, this world is hectic and it's fast paced. And if you don't take that time to meditate and slow it down and really think about what you've done, or think about what you said, or think about what you want to say, or what you want to paint or what you want to do, meditation is key. Slow it down, think about it, and, think about what you want. You'll find it. So.
Yeah, man. And so, last question. What tribe are you, bro?
So I'm GNWY and Chumash.
Okay. Yeah, that's lit. Yeah. And do you do a lot of buffalo stuff for them too?
That's I know the dolphin is actually kind of like a bigger role in the tribe area there, because that's along the coastline of California, so didn't have too many buffalo running around. Right. But here where we're at, I feel like my family is where I go, and you know what I'm saying, consider you fam, what I'm saying? And so, like the tribes here, this is the buffalo is a very big thing here, in the plains and around this side of, America. So
that's super dope, bro. I appreciate everything that you're doing, man, for the community and just uplifting people through your art, bro.
Thank you.
So you can tell that, and you painted that wolf for Double Day Week.
So cool, man.
Bro, that was probably the most dope painting that I've seen,
Thank you.
Creative wise, and then also like interactive. Like you got a legit phone.
Yeah, it was an iPhone, legitimately on the canvas.
Did you steal? Did you just be like,
I think it went through the washing machine, so it was Don't try to pull that iPhone off. You're not going to get anything for it. It does not work. But, I did sign it in case somebody tried to steal it, that it would be worth something someday.
Smart man. There you go. Just everything that he does, bro, you got to go and check it out. Tell them all the avenues that they can follow you.
Okay, cool. On Facebook, Twitter, everything's at Zonly Looman. That's Instagram at Zonly Looman. And
can
then
you spell that for him? Just real quick?
ZONLY LOOMAN. So it's actually Z only. That's where the name comes from. Z only one, Z only boy. So and then Zonly Tattoo. So at Zonly Tattoo for the tattoo page.
Definitely follow him on anything and everything, especially whenever all these events are going to come back up. Go to an event. Go to support this guy, because not only is he making waves, he's like making a difference. And so really appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks,
and speaking your mind and everything, inspiring the people. So,
for sure, man.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another GNWY episode, and so we'll see you next time.